How many of you like music? Good to see some hands. What if I tell you that this track was actually generated by AI? So that is where we are, that AI can generate tracks. Let's say you are in a cafe and a track plays and you wonder what that track is. What do? You'll just point the microphone towards that track and you will get to know what that track is, right? Just pointing the microphone towards that track and it tells you the imprint of that track, right? It's so simple, so quick, so easy, right? By the way, this track was also AI generated. It's an AI band on YouTube. You can YouTube it. So that is where we are at, that AI can create tracks, AI can create music. It is creative. But what else can AI do? Now imagine that you are in your car and a warning light blinks. What will you do? You'll just point, like the microphone, you'll point the camera of your smartphone towards that warning light, and our system will tell you that what it is, how it can be fixed, take you to a service center, etc., right? So that is who I am. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ayush. I am the founder and CEO of Xane AI, and we are building Shazam for product experiences. But today I'm not here to talk about Xane AI. I'm here to talk about agility, growth, and efficiency, and moreover, it's artificial intelligence. If we see what is the perception towards AI today, we have, from the time it was, the term was coined in 1955, we have seen movies about AI, we have heard music which was generated by AI, we have seen a lot and consumed around AI, but do you really think that it is artificial intelligence? Because it's still trained on human-generated data, it's still trained on data that we created. Has AI ever created or innovated from scratch? So in my view, it is not artificial, it's amplified. So when people get scared of the jobs will go away, yes, because these are mundane tasks, they are transactional, these are logical, it's just math, it can be done by AI. But maybe humans were meant to do more, which an AI can't. That is what I'm going to focus on. So when we talk about enterprises, what do they do with AI? What they need to do in order to be ahead of the market? They need to adapt. If they will not adapt, a typical example like Ambassador, which died because they couldn't adapt to the customer needs, user-centric needs of high mileage, they want more accessibility to common users, cost, etc. But other players like Tata and all, they did. The next is predictability. It's not just anymore. We talk about AI doing research. We talk about AI doing analytics. Yes, it can, but use that analytics to predict what your users want. Maybe set a tone, not even take a bet over that data, because now you have more time to analyze and you have all the reports in place. So a typical example of predictability was BlackBerry gone wrong. They ignored what customers wanted in terms of digital touch screens, app ecosystem. And today, Apple has, and not just Apple, yes, other players as well, they have created that ecosystem around applications, around software, that it has completely changed on how we use smartphones. So predictability is important. Then, very important, innovation, right? And biggest example, Kodak, who ignored the whole innovation of digital cameras. They were the first ones to come up with that in their innovation labs, but they ignored that. Maybe it's not good for business, but other players like Fujifilm and Sony, Canon, they all took that leap. And look, Kodak did file for bankruptcy. So innovation is important because now we have more time to innovate. So humans are maybe meant to do more than AI. So it's not about getting scared of, I would say, that jobs will be gone or so. Maybe we are meant to do more. That's what I'm getting at. Now, how do you grow with this mindset? A very big example in the Indian automotive industry is Maruti Suzuki. They have done it so well with 40% market share till today, and the second in rank owns just 15%. That is that big of a cap. So what did Maruti do in order to get this sort of a market share, right? So what do you need to do? What can we learn from such examples is looking at different geographies, because now we have data. We not just metros across the world, but other tier 2, tier 3 cities, that how do we get there? It's about languages, not just English or a native language, but make it vernacular as well as global as the product can be. For multiple users, demographics, from old age, from different genders, from young, elder, also multimodal, right? You saw that for a song played, if you want to recognize it, you can't talk through text or camera. Similarly, if a warning light is blinking, you have to use camera. So you have to give all the modalities to that user in order to grow, right? So, and very important, empathy. And that, I think, separates humans from machines, is that we have to be empathetic and responsible. We have to look towards specially abled. We have to build for people who are neurodiverse. We have to look at environment, also reduce carbon footprint at the same time. So this is my take on how growth, agility, as well as efficiency will be driven in the next decades of enterprises. So I will play one last track, and I want all of you to guess whether that was created by AI. Any show of hands if you think that this was created by AI? Some hands. Was it created by AI? It was actually not created by AI. This was made by me, but now there is so blurred. The lines are so blurred that an AI-generated track and a human-generated track are so similar. So we need depth, we need empathy, we need innovation, because maybe humans are meant to do more, right? So AI is actually helping us make it be more human, right? So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. That was my take, and have a good day.